Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and today I'm going to show you a short little clip of some Pacifica play. Small setup. This is Void Warlock, as I've been doing. You know, pretty much I have another world, exotic. Nothing's really changed on my loadout, except I'm working for the Suros regime catalyst, so I'm trying to shoehorn some auto play into where it probably doesn't fit super well, especially this one. It has its strengths, it has its weaknesses. I don't consider it a great dueling gun in this particular meta, but you know, we'll have to make the best of it. So main thing I wanted to do was, after watching Apollyon and reviewing his video, and you might see that in my list here. I mean, you can refer back to that if you don't know what I'm talking about. It pointed out some things about my play that I could easily tweak. For instance, how long I stay engaged in a fight, you know, the decisions I make in the moment that can make the difference. And so many of his fights were down to a sliver, and I really appreciated how he just picked the precise moment to get out if he wasn't winning, or when to stay in and win the fight. So anyway, I tried to reflect that a little bit in my play. Now, this is not going to be also a high kill type of video. It's not that at all. I don't think I got that many kills in it. But the main thing I want to focus on are the decisions I try to make along the way. So, ironically, his video was on Pacifica, and this is Pacifica as well. So, here we are, Suros, heliocentric, hammerhead. That's going to be the setup. I think I'm running 100 recovery and maybe 7 resilience. So that's pretty much the long and the short of it. And so we start, and we wind up on the C side. So I'm going to try to play for at least one zone. This is where you find out what's happening. We've got we got one person sitting at spawn. We got 2 people going for B. 2 people went down for C, I think. It may have been 3. I'm going to take a little bit different line this time. Typically, I'm going to go to the outer quarter, which is what a lot of people do. If my shot had been better, I probably would have killed that guy. And he tosses a grenade as I toss one, and I decide all my teammates are down here on C. All that's going to happen on B is I'm just going to feed him a kill. Unfortunately, belatedly, a teammate came up behind me. But, you know, it was already at the point where I wasn't going to be able to do anything with it. And I'm in a bad spot. I've got to get out, and this is where I'm going to blink away here in just... Well, I don't. I should have. That was a dead end, and I had nothing I could do going the other way except push into enemy players. I know they're going to come for this at some point in time. Also, we've got heavy up here. I'd like to try to protect. So we're going to just put some heat on. There's the first guy we're going to have to watch. I saw the sniper glint, which is why I didn't go back out there. I mean, I saw it, and then my teammate stepped out there and got it. And I just don't have a dueling weapon, and I know it. And I'm going to wind up losing that fight. And so he's pulling up. I need to get some cover here. He's going to come for it, and that's what happens. You know, sidearm just ate me up at that range. And, you know, I wasn't pinpoint on headshot, and Suros is unforgiving. If you don't get the headshot, and really auto rifles as a whole. See, a lot of yellow shots there when he jumped up, and I won that fight. But it was mainly because he was in the air and his accuracy was down, and might have even got some help from my teammate there. All right, so I know if I get isolated, I'm going to have a problem. So I'm going to kind of play a little bit more cover, see if I can come up and work on C. And this is the internal battle I always have. And that is, am I going to continue to play the objective, or am I going to play smart? Because they're not always the same thing, you know. And the blank there, I should have... Now, see, this is me forcing the auto rifle in. I should have been all the way committed to the sidearm when he jumped up like that. It would have been a much quicker kill. So all that happened there was I didn't get the kill, and... you know, it did no good for the auto rifle. Now I'm going to try to jump over here and at least put a grenade on, but he shot my grenade, or it hit the crate there. I don't know which. I just basically made a really bad choice there. There was no way that was going to win. And that's that internal conflict again. And that is, I really wanted to stop them at that zone at all costs. And it was just a foolish move to make. All right. Fortunately, we are gaining the upper hand on this team. I have better teammates than myself. I thought if I threw that down there, maybe some of the threadlings would attach to somebody in a threadling build. Whether or not it happened, it was timing out anyway, so it wasn't like I was going to have a chance. Now I'm trying to use the peak spot that Apollyon used, and I'm playing inside a little bit more. This is an area I don't typically hang in. I usually play the edges a bit more. We've got heavy, might as well grab some of that. Now a word about catalysts. A big mistake is to do what I'm doing, and that is to try to use it to the exclusion of everything else, even when it's not smart to do so. And at times I'm aware that I don't need to do that. I've got heavy. I can really help the team right here, right now, if I use it appropriately. I'm getting shot from behind. Didn't see that guy come up on the radar. It's okay. Recovered. And we're going to move with the heavy. Now, this guy is going to foolishly pop up here in a second, I think, on the left side. Yeah. No chance on that. He hopped over with a shotgun, though. He had his eyes on the first guy and didn't see me, apparently. All right, we got somebody down there. I'm going to see if I can get low. That's 2. Generally, I can get 3 kills out of it. And I've got 13 rounds left. Totally blind here. I can't see anything. And then, of course, somebody comes from the right and pops me. I've got to do something about my brightness. I really do have an issue with that. And that's not helping things. If I lower it, though, I can't really see anything because things are too dark on a lot of maps. So it's kind of a hard thing. All right, I decided this is not a bad ambush spot. Getting some yellow off of that, and with a little luck, I'll get an assist. And at this point, I'm just helping my team. I'm not getting all the kills, but I am helping my team. Okay, so we've got a super there. He does not really see me yet. He's being shot by other people. I think they got him. As long as they're going to feed me here, I'm going to stay for just a moment. But they've got 2 zones. We have a 40-point lead. I can afford to do that a little bit. And again, this is the conflict between doing the smart thing and doing the thing that helps the team. And by smart, I mean just a very selfish, don't want to die sort of thing. I guess you could say I can't stay focused on what I'm trying to do. All right, heavy's up again. I've got my super so I can defend it if I need to. Let's pull that beautiful heavy. Again, once I had it, there was no way he was going to get that. His blink did not save him. We're going to get this. I've got 12 rounds left. Let's see if this guy moves in. Does not. We're pushing out a little bit here now. This is where I get a little bit careful because of that very thing right there. Yeah. And I should have backed completely out of there. I mean, I saw there was a super up there. I was just kind of hoping he was out. He was not. And once again, I lost a little on that one. All right. So they've got C, or they're going for it. And I'm thinking, I've got my heavy. Or I'm sorry, my super. There's a chance, given how quickly that went, I might be able to get over there and get the drop on them, but decided at some point that it was too late. They already had it and they would scatter. And I wasn't going to use it that way on a solo super. Okay, we've got a super going on there, and we avoid it. And I'm way too late on that guy. And of course, they pop behind us. That guy must have been blinking, or I was just that tunnel vision. All right, so here we go. Am I going to go to orbit with my super? See, that's just really pretty much outside the range of Suros right there. That just wasn't going to go. And I couldn't even see what was shooting me at that point. All right, so B is being taken. I've got a shot to get up there and cause a real problem for these guys, which I do. That's what I was looking for. Got a triple play off of that super. I'll take that. And a victory. So, one more kill for the Suros. I think I'm at 50 kills out of 300 on it right now. And I don't have a lot of motivation to work towards it, and to be honest. The game's not exciting me very much right now. to be honest. All right, so I had 12 opponents defeated, and you know, nowhere near the top of the field there, but I managed a 2.4 by playing, you know, basically cowardly. But you know, I know I can't take that. I have no confidence in the weapon in terms of being able to duel with it. I just know it's just a sure death. So my overarching goal here is to finish that catalyst. Okay, I may learn to play the gun better in the process of doing that. It certainly worked for the Jade Rabbit and the Mida. You know, so that's kind of the offset of this. But yeah, you know, I do have to play completely differently in order to make that gun work. I'm just shoehorning it in places it doesn't fit very well. So, all right, a little bit of a rambling video, but at least you understand what I was trying to do, and a little bit of the internal conflict that went along the way. And I still don't have a polygon sense of when to get in and when to get out, but you know, managed to do okay. So with that said, this is Iron Bill thanking you for watching and signing out.